In this lesson, we will look at the lessons learned from the Stop Illegal Fishing pilot study on the use of body-worn cameras for fisheries enforcement. We will consider both the advantages and challenges that have been identified. The use of body-worn cameras with live streaming and recording capabilities has great potential for use in the fisheries enforcement environment. In addition to their use for mentoring and training, they may also be useful in a range of fisheries monitoring, control and surveillance scenarios, such as during inspections of fishing vessels taking place either in port or at sea. The use of body-worn cameras by fisheries observers is also being explored, as is their use to support aerial surveillance missions and at-sea patrols. The benefits of being able to increase participation without significant increased time and expense is a game changer for widening access to the inspection process, and the differing ways that this access can be utilised will be explored later in this lesson. We will now look at some of the advantages of using body-worn cameras in more detail. An important benefit is in the improved safety of inspectors. Having additional eyes overseeing their activity provides a security net for inspectors in what are sometimes very dangerous situations. The awareness of being recorded is likely to deter any aggression or intimidation on behalf of the captain or crew. This is also likely to reduce complaints against officials, as a recording of activity will be available, and remote mentoring is likely to reduce any unprofessional, aggressive or violent confrontations. The live monitoring enables an inspector to call for help if needed. There is a silent SOS emergency button that can be pressed on the camera. This means that an inspector can call for help without those around realising this, and assistance can be provided to the officer in need. Corruption is a serious problem in respect to the legitimate use of ports and the implementation of port state measures. This can take the form of bribes for officers to ignore illegalities or turn a blind eye, which becomes more challenging when additional eyes are watching. The use of the body-worn camera and the engagement of other and potentially more senior officers and experts is likely to reduce the occurrence of corruption, providing an excellent practical anti-corruption tool. Following procedures is important to implement transparent and fair port state measures. The oversight offered by body-worn cameras encourages inspectors to up their performance and follow all procedures and protocols. The opportunity for other colleagues and senior officers to be watching inspections in real time or from recordings offers an excellent opportunity for the evaluation of officers' performance and to give positive feedback and to encourage improved performance. The use of the cameras allows key experts to remotely assist national authorities. This may be from national fisheries officials, regional MCS centre experts, or international experts. Ensuring experienced oversight, mentoring or training to support inspections is available provides inspectors on the ground with real confidence to do their work. During the Stop Illegal Fishing pilot project, the CIF expert based in Cape Town, South Africa, was able to use body-worn cameras to support inspections in the 3 partner countries several times per week. This involved the expert supporting multiple inspections in multiple countries during the same week. This not only increased the level of support offered, but also meant reduced costs and enabled experts to be on hand at very short notice if an IUU vessel arrived in port following detection in the checking of advanced requests for entry into port. The additional involvement of external experts increases the understanding of inspection challenges, and this will in turn feed into improved capacity building programmes and policy recommendations. The next benefit that we will look at is the wider interagency engagement that can be facilitated. Interagency cooperation is core to port state measures implementation, and building understanding of different roles and priorities is all important. Using body-worn cameras means that the engagement and involvement of officials from national agencies who may need to be involved in the inspection of fishing vessels can be improved. The opportunity to involve greater numbers of agencies and greater numbers of individuals through, for example, live streaming inspections to interagency meetings or by sharing access to recordings of inspections is a very valuable benefit and will lead to improvements not only to Port State measures processes and inspections, but also to wider Port State controls. The filmed inspections are recorded, and this provides a range of opportunities that can be useful if violations are detected and administrative or criminal proceedings are under consideration. The recordings provide a blow-by-blow record of an event or critical incident. They provide unbiased evidence of any transgressions and a record of evidence being seized. The recordings also enable a review of the crime or incident scenes that may enhance the accuracy of a report and can help with taking statements or witness testimony. Capacity building has been identified as a primary requirement for the effective implementation of Port State measures. The real-time mentoring of the inspections, including engagement in the pre-inspection briefing and debriefing, enables remote participation and mentoring through the inspection process in a similar way as if the mentor was physically present at the inspection. In addition to this live training and mentoring, the recorded footage is useful to assist in training. The footage can be reviewed to provide feedback on performance and to identify areas for improvement. Clips can be used to illustrate best practice and to provide information for case scenarios for use in training sessions. Despite the many advantages of using body-worn cameras, there are some challenges that have been identified. These relate to the capacity required, the needs for supportive national legal frameworks, and potential resistance of introducing organisational and procedural change. The challenges related to capacity include the time needed to participate virtually or to review video recordings. This requires strong commitment from senior officials. Capacity issues also relate to the availability and strength of internet connections. Wi-Fi and mobile network signals may be poor in some port areas. However, as body-worn cameras have recording capacity, the inspection can be recorded for later upload and review. Legal challenges include the potential need for legislative changes. These may be required to enable videos taken during inspections to be used as evidence in court cases. Change often creates resistance, and particularly when it comes with the pressure of improving performance and the risk of exposing corruption or incompetence. And finally, it is worth remembering that the devices by themselves do not create more accountability and transparency. It is how they are used that matters. The next lesson will share the experience of using body-worn cameras for fisheries enforcement in South Africa.